What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness, across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder, said toxic people, said toxic traits, and all the other good stuff. Today's episode is going to be about how do narcissists react if you treat them the same way that they are treating you. How would they react? So I feel like everybody's already going to know the answer to this question right here. They will not react in a positive light if you are treating them the same way that they are treating you, especially if they are treating you badly. And this is why I tell people, this is how I know that narcissistic people know what they are doing. This is how I know. This is absolutely how I understand, how I get the mindset, and how I tell you straight up that they know what they are doing. They know that they are treating you a certain type of way, because if you are to match their energy, if you are to treat them the exact same way that they are treating you, they will not tolerate it. They won't put up with it. They don't want to deal with it. If you match their energy, if you were to cheat on them, if you were to put your hands on them, if you were to gaslight them or manipulate them, and they were to find out, if you were to lie to them, if you were to tell your friends every single thing that they are doing to you, if you were to smear campaign them, if you were to rage out on them, they would not like it. And that is proof positive evidence that they know what they are doing to you. I know a lot of people, I get that question so much, y'all. That's one of the main questions I get through my comment section. Do narcissists know what they're doing? I just feel like they can't be, because a lot of people don't think that narcissistic people know what they're doing. They think that narcissists don't know how they're treating you. And I tell them straight up, I'm like, look, yes, they do. They absolutely know it. And yeah, like I say, I know a lot of people think that they don't know because you don't think that way, because you don't behave that way. And that's the mistake that a lot of people make when you're dealing with narcissists, is that you put your mindset and how you think, you apply that to the narcissist and how they think. I don't think like this, so I'm pretty sure that they don't think like this. I wouldn't treat people like this, so I'm pretty sure that they won't treat people like this. Yeah, they know that they are treating you badly. And another reason you know this is because they don't want you to tell anybody how they are treating you. They absolutely do not want you to tell anybody how they're treating you, what they're doing to you, how they're manipulating you. They don't want anybody else to know, y'all. So if you were to match their energy, they're not going to like it. I'm just telling you, straight up. If you keep them up at night, if you know, a lot of narcissistic people like to sleep deprive you and keep you up at night to fuss, fight, and argue. If you were to do the same thing to them, yeah, I'm just telling you, they're going to blow up on you because they don't like it. And if you bring it up, well, you did the same thing to me, they'll have an excuse as to why their behaviors should be tolerated and yours shouldn't. Abuse is about power and control. If a narcissistic person is abusing you, then they need power and control. So they're not going to let you treat them the same way that they are treating you. They're just not going to do that. It just doesn't work that way. And this is me being realistic with you. It doesn't work that way at all. And I just tell people this all the time, y'all. Like, if you were to give them a taste of their own medicine, they would spit it back up. Like, here, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Narcissist, open up wide. Here comes, like, if you like, treat them like a kid, right? You dip a spoon in the narcissist medicine, right? And you treat them like a kid, like the spoon is an airplane. You know how you get babies to open up their mouth for the airplane. Open up, Mr. Narcissist, Mrs. Narcissist. Here comes the airplane with your medicine, the same medicine. Here's your taste of your own medicine. They like, I don't like it. Yeah, they don't like it. They were not going to, if you give them a taste of their own medicine, they're not going to enjoy that, y'all. They're not going to want that because they know it's bad. They know it tastes bad. That's why they want you to keep it private. I'm a private person. That's why they don't want you to tell everybody else how you're being treated, because that will hurt their feelings. That will hurt their feelings. That will make you feel a certain type of way. So this is kind of the crux that you face when you're dealing with narcissistic people. They're going to do this type of stuff to you. They just are. So you have to find that balance. You have to find that peace. And like I said, match their energy. Sometimes, like, and people, a lot of people, y'all, of course, before I go to this next part right here, use discretion. Viewer discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised. If you want a narcissistic person to leave you alone, sometimes you treat them the way that they're treating you. They're not going to tolerate that for a long period of time. They're not going to sit around and try to get you to change. Sometimes they will discard you. How do I get a narcissist to discard me? Start acting like them. But if you start acting like them, you got to be wary. They're going to get you on camera acting like them. They're going to catch you up acting like them. And they're going to paint you as the aggressor. They're going to somehow, some way be the victim to this circumstance. They just are. That's how it happens all the time, y'all. So that's what I'm telling you. You have to be prepared. You have to be wary when you're dealing with narcissistic or toxic people, because they're going to take advantage of the situation when they can. So if you start acting like them, be prepared for them to try to expose you like you're the narcissist. You know, and you might actually start to act like them without even trying, because you pick up what they call narcissistic fleas. They call it narcissistic fleas for a reason. You pick it up, you start to behave like them, you start to act like them. You pick up narcissistic traits from being around them for an extended period of time. You just do. So the only way to get past that is to get away from the person, or what I call take a narcissistic flea bath. You got to drown the fleas out. You have to get away from it, because you're going to start acting like them, y'all. You're going to catch yourself lying. You're going to catch yourself manipulating. You're going to catch yourself. You might catch yourself cheating. You're like, damn, I'm cheating now. What am I doing? I've never cheated before in my life, but like this person that cheated on me 5 times, I feel like I needed to get some get back. You're going to start behaving like them. You're going to start matching their energy, and you're going to start looking like a narcissist sometimes, y'all. I'm not saying that you're a narcissist. I'm just saying you're going to look very narcissistic when and if you start to behave like them. They don't like, and this is the funny thing about it. I still do my one-on-ones over Zoom, y'all. So if y'all interested in the one-on-one over Zoom, y'all will see it going across the bottom of the screen. You can go to mentalhealness.net and check out the one-on-ones over Zoom. But you see it all the time happen this way, y'all. You have to be prepared for that. When you start, like I said, when you start to act like them, I lost my train of thought. I've heard stories during my one-on-ones when people will tell me they started behaving toxic because the narcissist was treating them horribly, and the narcissist starts sending them my videos, and that's how I ended up talking to them. They was just like, yeah, this is what happened right here. Like my partner has cheated on me for like last 6 years. I found out with 4 or 5 different people, and I'm just super frustrated. So you know what? I cheated back one time. And I lied about it, and they caught me a manipulator, and called me a narcissist, and they started sending me your videos. I was like, wait, you got cheated on 5 times? Like, yeah, with 5 different people? Yeah. I'm not saying your partner's a narcissist, but we got something to look at. But yeah, that's what I was just saying, like, match their energy. That's how you get them to leave you alone. But of course, use discretion, because some people are violent, some people are crazy, some people will lose their damn minds if you started to treat them like they treat you. If they're like a habitual cheater, like a chronic cheater, pathological cheater, they cannot stay out of somebody else's cheeks. They cannot stop clapping somebody else's cheeks, and you just deal with it. You keep taking them back, and finally you just break and you decide to let somebody else clap your cheeks, and they find out, oh, they are hurting, boy. They done clapped 10, 15 different sets of cheeks since they've been with you, but you do one thing, and that situation goes like that. You do one thing and it happens like that. You do one thing and this is how it goes. They don't want you to match their energy. They absolutely hate it. Sometimes they will discard you. If you start matching their energy, start behaving like them, start acting like them, they might discard you. Sometimes they might get violent. That's what I'm just telling you. Watch it, y'all. Because if you start to behave like them, you catch yourself acting like this person. Of course, this is what I tell people. You might need to go to therapy to your narcissistic flea bath might require you to make a therapy appointment. You know what I mean? It might require you to make a therapy appointment or whatever. You know, it very well might require you to do that. So you have to empower yourself. You have to be as strong as possible. You have to do what you need to do, because if you don't, you know, this is how it goes. This is how it generally happens. You have to be prepared. So take that flea bath. Don't be afraid to take a flea bath, y'all. Sometimes they're needed. So you laying with human dogs. They got the fleas all in their head and their body and stuff like that. But yeah, this is, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, because should be a clear example to you that some narcissistic people know exactly what they're doing. They know that their behaviors are super toxic, and they know that they're treating you horribly. They know it. Match their energy and find out. But again, use discretion, be safe, because some people will harm you, y'all. Some people will hurt you. Some people might try to unalive you or threaten you or beat you up, like, just because you start behaving like them. And just because, if you think about it, if they start to do that stuff, that type of stuff, because you're behaving like them, that just let you know that they're treating you horribly. But again, they will always have an excuse for their behavior. They'll always have an excuse for why they treat you the way that they treat you. They will always have a reason for why their behaviors should be accepted and yours shouldn't. I didn't cheat on you. Like the typical thing that you have right here. I'm gonna give y'all an example right here. I'm gonna give you an example of how they will make an excuse for making an excuse for their behaviors, but yours are bad. Like the typical example, I'm not saying it. We all know that women can be narcissists, but the most typical example I hear of this is when you see some of these podcasters out here and they say that men can sleep with other women and they don't catch feelings and it's not cheating, but women sleep with other men, you're going to catch feelings, so that's cheating. Men can sleep with other people, it's not cheating because they don't catch feelings, but women, you can't do it without cheating. You can't do it without catching feelings, so it is cheating. Same dynamic. You both are cheaters, but they make an excuse for their behavior because they are men. They're a toxic ass man. They don't want to be monogamous. They want you to be monogamous, but they don't want monogamy. You see, if you match their energy, you sleep with somebody else, it's cheating. But if they do it, it's just men being men. Toxic men being toxic men. That's one example right there. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. If y'all haven't already, the Self-Love Journal is on Amazon. I Love Me, the Self-Love Journal is on Amazon. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace. If you listen to this on Apple Music or Spotify, hit that 5 stars for me, y'all. Thank you. Out.